really think I look fat?
Pumba, pumba, pumba. You're a pig. It's a compliment.
Oh, thank you.
Pumba, where's the grub? You just can't help yourself, can you?
Sorry.
Okay, but this time show a little self-control.
And I was talking with a friend today that I haven't talked to pretty much since high school. We were like reminiscing about funny stories, which we always do when we talk. And one that came up was about a teacher. I'm not going to say his name, but out of respect for him, because he was a really nice teacher. So this man, I'm only telling you this so you can have imagery, I'm not making fun of him because he's big, because I'm big too, But this teacher was probably about 500 pounds. He was humongous. But this teacher was probably about 500 pounds. He was humongous. And he got made fun of and bullied for that. I feel really bad for that. But I don't know if you are familiar with Scottish tradition. I'm not very familiar at all with that. But he would wear a kilt to school. And from what I hear, when you wear a kilt, you go commando. Like, you go bare ass. You don't wear any underwear or anything. So he was wearing a little kilt. It was very short on him, actually, when I think about it. And my friend and I were observing that. And he would play the bagpipes. And the bagpipes he played beautifully, At any gathering in the auditorium, on Remembrance Day, whatever, he would be there playing the bagpipes. My problem with that is, who wants to hear the bagpipes at 8 in the morning when you're crabby AF, Not me. So anyway, he would be playing the bagpipes. And one day, he taught, his classroom was upstairs. So one day, after the gathering, after he'd done playing bagpipes, crispy chicken, avocado, and I think cucumber. No. Oh God. I know it takes me a long time to finish my stories, but eating and talking is hard. So after he was done, we had to go back upstairs to class. And my friend and I, there was how it was laid out. I want you to have a full visual. I'm not really good with this, but there was a doorway, 2 double doors, a little hallway, and then a staircase going up to the second floor of the building, of the school. My friend and I were entering the double doors and going into the little hallway, looking up at the staircase. And this teacher with the kilt was going up the stairs. You know where this is going. There were two guys that we knew just below him, and they were kind of chuckling. I think maybe they were making jokes about the kilt situation. I don't know if they could see anything, but anyway, doesn't this teacher stumble on the step and kind of half fall? Oh, he fell enough so that, yeah, he mooned everybody. So we seen his bum that day. From what I hear, when you wear a kilt, you go commando. You go bare ass. You don't wear any underwear or anything. And I'll never forget that. I mean, how can you? Oh boy, you want to hear about the first time I ever got high? It was at school. So I'm not I'm not pro marijuana. I'm not anti marijuana. I do smoke sometimes, but the reason I like to smoke is because I would rather use that as a form of pain medication during menstruation time, for example, over Advil, because Advil is really bad for your liver. I was in school, and so one morning, my friend brought a joint to school, and we were out front smoking cigarettes, and she's pulled out the joint. Do you want to smoke before Miss whatever's class? Now this teacher, oh boy, don't even get me started with this teacher. She was such a biatch, so crabby. She was like a Nazi. You did not want to act up in her class. She would call you out, embarrass you, bitch you out, send you to the principal's office. So you had to be really careful. I swear, you had to like just sit there all calm, you know? And it was a cooking class. So she pulls out the joint and we each take turns puffing on it. My friend and I were laughing uncontrollably. And we were acting silly, like, for example, when we got into school, there's this guy. I'll put a picture. Have you guys ever watched Dumb and Dumber? You know the guy, when the bad guy's in the phone booth on the phone? And there's this guy with kind of a nerdy looking guy with glasses, and he's like, "Get off the phone," and then he gets punched in the face. There's this kid at school that looked exactly like that guy. And we called him the get off the phone guy. So we made him, there was a payphone in the lobby, like the main hallway of the school. And because we were high and silly, like we were just laughing our asses off, we asked him, and my friend was hot, like she could get people to do anything. So she asked him to please come to the payphone and reenact the scene, and he actually did it. He was like, get off the phone. I was dead. Like, I died. So anyway, so after a while, I had the worst munchies ever. Just the worst munchies. And all I could think was, I need a snack. Like, I really need a snack. And I didn't eat breakfast. Stupid me. I never did when I went to school. I usually woke up barely last minute to make it to school. So, without being late. So out of nowhere, I stand up and I'm like, "Miss, I'm going to the bathroom and I'm coming back with a bag of chips." The bewilderment on her face was just like, what? And we weren't allowed to eat, you know, in that class, even though it was a cooking class. She was so shocked and bewildered. Anyway, I think I just walked out and then went and pigged out on a bag of chips in the hall and came back. And I really don't remember beyond that what happened. I just remember saying that. Like, who does that? Go to the bathroom and I'm coming back with a bag of chips.
Another thing you want to do is have really catchy thumbnail. Having success on YouTube, actually, you can just boil it down pretty much to think of how you think on YouTube when you're browsing YouTube. You're just mindlessly looking for something to catch your attention, right? A lot of the time. And a lot of the time, what you're going to go for is a catchy thumbnail. We are programmed to look at things that catch our attention and that catch our eye, and, you know, flashy, even clickbaity, you know, is the way to go. Another thing, speaking of clickbait, I will say is use clickbait. Use clickbait. Use clickbait. I mean, it's okay to use clickbait. Clickbait has become such a dirty word on YouTube, and wait, I need another toxic waste break. It's not a Diet Pepsi commercial, I promise. Clickbait has become a dirty word on YouTube, and there's a proper way to use clickbait, and there's an improper way to use clickbait. Improper way would be to put something in the title of your video that's very misleading and has absolutely nothing to do with your content. For an example of this would be
a video where you say, "Oh my god, like story time, I almost got kidnapped and chased by a stalker. And meanwhile, it was just a story of how you went to the corner store and a 5-year-old boy, you know, chased you because they were playing and having fun." You know, like, just really misleading titles that don't match up with the content of your video. What you can do, and the proper way to use clickbait, and I should probably do this more, but I'm still learning, is to take something in your story and kind of exaggerate it, or emphasize something shocking or funny or very interesting that you do in your video or say in your video. Take those points and make it into an interesting title, you know? For example, you're using words that you want people to be attracted to draw them in and pique their interest, something unique. But at the same time, you also have to keep in mind, and this brings me to my next point,
that you want catchy titles with keywords that are popular and very often searched for, so that you're going to attract those views to your channel. You can agree or disagree with me on this, because a lot of people don't do this and still get some views. Get a fair amount of views, I should say, but I think that putting some time and effort into your videos,
actually taking time to edit,
put some music, put some titles, put some, you know, edit out the ums and the ands and the anyways, you know. I notice that I say, you know, and anyways and a lot, and I try to edit out as many as I can. Sometimes I can't catch them in time, but I try to, because it makes for a more pleasurable user experience. to have those clean transitions in a video. Capiche? I think. Hey. Okay, are you okay with being on YouTube, on my YouTube channel? Okay, good. So this is Chantal. I grew up with Chantal. Pretty much everyone here I grew up with. So hey, say hi. Say hi to my subscribers. Say hi. You wanted to sing. So right now, Don Henley is playing. You don't want to sing right now? Okay. This is like the specialist person ever. Oh, here's Angie coming in. Okay, this is my friend who looks like Morticia Adams. Are you want to be on my YouTube channel? I don't have many subscribers. Well, yeah, you subscribe to me, but so these are all my special friends, and you look like Morticia Adams. There's like a whole bunch of people over there. I don't know them. Pretty much everyone here I grew up with. So Sarah, say hi to the camera. Everyone's tipsy. Hey, Barrett, you're on my YouTube channel. Say hi. We all have this sticker here. See?
Apparently, no, I don't know.
You look like the type of person who doesn't like to be pointed at.
Because I'm not a cannibal yet. No.
Do you have an extra menthol I can borrow?
No, they don't make menthol.
Yeah, I'm recording.
I had a dude that tried to sell me friggin' face wash for about 20 minutes.
I told you not to make eye contact with him, didn't I?
Yeah,
He's gonna bug you all night.
Phone to like look at the product.
Sorry about the lighting, guys.
Yeah, and I'm like, honestly, it's the same shit that I buy at Sephora, okay?
It's super annoying.
Okay, what's his problem?
He's in the other world.
I hope he doesn't watch this video. He's gonna be like, "Aw." He probably doesn't.
Well, it's not Mary Kay, but it's like,
No, I'm kidding. I'm saying like,
yeah, but he's like totally. He's like, oh, you could distribute this and you could sell it to all your friends. Like, get out of here, bro.
We don't want to hear about that when we're doing Jill.
Like,
He stole your seed. He stole my seed. I'm gonna have to kick him out. I don't care. I'll kick him out.
Yeah, like go away. Too annoying. You tell he's on some kind of
Yeah, he's a high on drugs.
Yeah.
Which one?
Don't do drugs, guys. If you ever watch
With
that.
the friggin' thing under his eye.
Oh, the little
Is that like a gang fucking
He's
symbol?
like 30, but yeah.
No.
I think he thinks he's
He looks like a little kid. He doesn't. Sorry. Woo. Okay, honestly,
Who are you pointing that at right now?
are you guys?
strangers. A bunch of people that we don't know.
Okay, this is it for now. I'm just gonna.
Cold?
Yeah, my nipples can cut glass right now.
Where's your car?